What's up, everyone? I'm Giovanni Brusco with PopGlitz.com. This is season 3 of the PopGlitz Podcast. We've actually been on break for a full 4 years. I was working on other projects. I was doing serious and some other stuff. And I relocated. I'm in Petersburg, Virginia now from DC, which is Trey Songz's hometown. And after doing a series of local interviews of new businesses, candidates for office, artists, things of that nature, it occurred to me, you've not done a show in 4 years. So I said, it's about time to bring the podcast back. So I am here with, for the first episode, Mr. Shaminder Biring. He is a model in Houston, Texas. So, Shaminder, do you mind telling us how did you get into this? How did you get your start?
Into modeling, man. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be in like catalogs and movies and just posters and billboards everywhere. But I just never like knew how to like knew what step to take and how to be on whatever I wanted to be on. And eventually, I started learning more about the industry really late in 2018, and I really wasn't like confident. I'm never like confident in front of the camera, and that's one thing I really had to like learn about, just to be confident. But
Well,
then
for one, you said, go ahead.
I was I've been working at a gas stations for almost 5 6 years, and I would always have customers tell me, "How come you're working at a gas station? You need to be a model." And just slowly, the more I heard it, the more I was thinking about, finally taking the leap and going for it. So
Yeah,
one day it just hit me. I was like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen?
no, absolutely. And you mentioned that you always wanted to do it. And I think you said since you were a kid. So that means that you essentially cheated. You didn't have any type of an ugly stage, it sounds like. You
Yeah,
always had that from the beginning. Yeah, no fair. Um,
I
so
just
let me
like
just,
kept pushing
go
it,
ahead.
kept procrastinating.
Yeah, and you said that people have told you for years that you were a natural as well. So
Oh, what?
apparently it was, well, you said that you've had people who told you for years that you were a natural at this as well.
Yeah, that's true. I look kind of rough right now because I just got off of work.
You couldn't have, yeah, you could have fooled us. It's all right. But what's the hardest part about the last couple years since you've gotten started?
The hardest part, the hardest part about modeling.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't really think if right now it's still me being confident. That's like the only thing that's kind of holding me back. Well, that is the only thing that is holding me back is my confidence. Other than that, I have everything like on point.
Good. And I wanted to know if you if you would excuse me, if you could work with anyone you wanted to, who would you choose?
Oh man, Ralph Lauren for
Okay.
now. Yeah, like any big brand that's out there right now. But growing up, I loved polos. I at least have like I have to leave the house with something Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, it'll be an
And how
honor to model for them one day.
certainly, how have you survived this year? You know, it's been 2020's been pretty crazy, and even for myself, I feel like the uh, the goals for the year or just the near future have gone from like, say buying a house to like surviving to January 1st, 2021 to, I think COVID's supposed to be around through like 2022. So, living to see 2023 at least, that's like a good start.
Yeah,
How have you done so far this year?
I've been all over the place, man. It's been a rough year so far. Uh, I actually caught COVID in July.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Um,
And you've lived to tell of it. How was that?
yeah, it was. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse when I got it because like how the media was portraying it,
Right.
and I was really sick for about 2 days. Like I couldn't even get out of bed. I would like sit in my bed and then my head would just get I would get so like dizzy and I would just fall right back and just go back to sleep. And I couldn't taste or smell anything for about a week and a half.
Okay.
And but yeah, I'm
I
glad I
think
got over it.
that would be scary.
It was like I didn't realize how much I loved food until my taste buds and my smell was gone.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had people who have, well, like a family member called me and was like reading off all of these worst case scenarios and, talking about not going out. And, I was like, we've had this conversation since like March. I tried, even in working at home, like
Yeah.
we've got
And
things
that
to
was my
do.
mistake. Like I told myself, I'm not going out. I work 7 days a week. I can't afford to like lose work, especially because in the gas station business, it's really busy during like disasters and stuff. Gas
Yeah.
stations are always gonna stay busy,
And it shouldn't be
and
because people are supposed to be at home, so they shouldn't be needing to go
they
out to
don't
get
listen.
gas at all.
People don't listen. People do not listen. Masks were mandatory. There's a lot of customers that weren't even wearing masks inside the store,
Did you have any
and
mass fights?
uh,
Did you have any mass fights?
oh yeah, oh
You
yeah,
didn't
oh
have.
yeah. Eventually, I just got tired of telling people. I was like, we just put signs on the door, no mask, no service. People would read it, people would ignore it, and it just got over. It just got it too much. It's too much to like handle.
I could imagine. Yeah. Any
Yeah.
bad experiences of trying to have anyone to leave over not having a mask on?
Uh, Not really,
Oh, good.
because I mean, I, I do see cops inside gas stations with no mask on. If
Oh,
and
that's good.
other people see that, they're
Oh
gonna do the
yeah, and
same
feel they
thing.
don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made sure that I had one on the second I got to the door, because I said the last thing I want to do is to get in any type of a waiter fight, security fight.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like
yeah. Oh yeah.
trying to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah.
And you mentioned being at the gas station for the last 5 or 6 years. What would you be doing if you, obviously you're into modeling, but what else? What would you be doing if you weren't there? Like a
Honestly,
husband.
like I really can't picture myself doing anything else other than just working or modeling.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did try to go into college and I did one semester and I hated it so much, so I just dropped out.
I understand.
Yeah, it was not for me.
As someone who is on paper still continuing their education, I understand.
Hmm.
It will be
Yeah.
continuing until the date I return. How have your parents been as far as being supportive or not? I mean, were they like trying to beat
At
you over the
first,
head to, be a doctor, or, are they the type that are showing all their friends your pictures?
they are. Well, at first, before I started modeling and before I started working at the gas station, after I graduated high school, my dad was like, all right, it's time for you to go to college, become a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer. The basic three things
Hmm.
that Indian people, brown people usually go towards.
Hmm.
And I just told my dad, like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be any of those things. I just want to do what what makes me happy. What's something that I know that I'll eventually end up owning a business or eventually, making it big in the modeling scene.
Yeah.
Either or. When I first started modeling, my mom was the one that's showing the pictures to her friends, and she would put it on. She would use my pictures as her profile pictures,
Oh wow.
and that was kind of cringe. But like, that's what else do moms do?
Right.
Uh, my dad was kind of, he was kind of against it at first, But then once he started seeing like I'm actually taking like good pictures and put them on Facebook, and then my dad's friends, they'll see the pictures on Facebook, and then they'll tell my dad like, "Yo, your son's doing pretty good." And then
Okay.
eventually he was like, "Yeah, okay, you can do modeling. It's cool."
Yeah, I feel like once you got the dad to come around, then it's sort of settled after that.
Yeah, I actually didn't tell him. He found out
Okay.
from his friends because
Okay.
I was scared like he wasn't gonna be on board with it.
Right.
And when he found out, he wasn't on board with it. But then more and more people kept telling him, he's doing big things. Tell him to keep it up. And then he was like, "Yeah, I'll tell him whatever."
Yeah, word of mouth is definitely the the best way to get into an industry.
Oh yeah,
You
especially
mentioned,
with like brown people do that. Like brown people, all they do is gossip, and my parents feed into it.
but in this case, it was good gossip. You know,
Yeah,
there's worse things that your parents could be, telling their friends that you're out doing, right?
yeah, that's true.
You mentioned wanting to have your own business. What type of business would that be?
Gas stations.
Okay.
Yeah, right now I'm working with my uncle. I'm helping him manage two of them right now, 7 days a week, and maybe in 2 or 3 years I'll probably have my own.
Okay.
So I'm
Very
excited
good.
for that. Yeah,
I
I'm just
know that
saving up money right now.
yeah, in a video that sorry, the lag is a little distracting. Um, Cardi B it did a video talking about men to date and at different levels, and the top level was someone with a gas station. So just saying, I think that your dating sites are I think you've got good potential there.
Yeah, yeah.
And speaking of which, just for the good people out in the audience, would you happen to be seeing anyone? One might think that, with your
Oh,
work, and
just
I've looked at, some comments that one would think that you might have people beating your door down. But
well, what do you mean? Like if
well,
I'm
are you single or seeing someone
yes, no,
for the
I'm
audience?
single.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm single.
okay, yeah, so the
Appreciate it.
uh, Cardi B might have some friends since she
Oh, I hope she does.
did
I really
mention.
I hope Cardi B got had a divorce instead of going back to her.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah. I was happy when she got the divorce, and then I was sad when she got back on again.
I, I mean, not to really go there, but I mean, I do know
Yeah.
that Offset was what he was arrested a couple days ago. I don't, you know, if that doesn't turn out well, then maybe you.
I got a chance. I have a chance.
um. So
'Cause
you.
I've been following Cardi for like before she made it big.
Oh yeah.
Like all the videos that she was putting on Twitter about her just going after all the other strippers.
Yeah.
She was just going after them, and that's when I fell in love with her. And then
I
seeing
know.
her now, like everybody knows her. Like
I mean,
she came a long way.
that come up was definitely amazing to
Yeah.
sit and watch. So I noticed someone commented on a picture of you with your shirt off, and they said, what was the comment? He asked, "What was you doing wrong?" And you said, "Well, I'm not even doing it right." So you got to tell us about your workout routine, and clearly you're doing something right because other people are telling you that they're
honestly,
aspiring to be where you are.
honestly, and when I said I don't even know what I'm doing, I'm dead serious that I really don't know what I'm doing. I just go to the gym, do the same thing over and over again. Every 2 or 3 days, I'll go to the gym about
Okay.
three times a week. I eat
And know
junk
that this is
food.
while you're working 7 days a week, just to remind people.
Yeah, I try to make time
Usually
for
people,
everything, everybody.
yeah.
Um, My diet, it's just really plain. I mean, diet like food wise, I eat junk food 7 days a week. Every day, I don't eat healthy. Even though I'm sitting in a vegan restaurant right now
Yeah,
and
I was gonna
drinking
say, yeah, but as you're
watermelon
sitting in a
water.
vegan restaurant,
Yeah.
you're not fooling us.
But at night, before I go to bed, I'm gonna have Whataburger or McDonald's or something. It's only because of my high metabolism that I can
Hmm.
actually eat whatever I want to and not like get anything. Like I can't gain weight that easy as other people can. I burn calories like so fast, and you just have to be consistent if you want like a good looking body. That's all I can say.
Yes, and again, I know that when I read the interview that you did with Voyage Houston, you were talking about working 7 days a week then, and I said this was in what year? That was 2018, was it?
The interview was 2019, I think.
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think I saw a date. But I said, that was obviously a little time ago. 7 days a week is a lot. And surely by now, I said, I know that he's not working that type of a schedule now. So I hear you're still doing this a
Yeah.
full year
And
later. I mean, I have juggled multiple jobs in the past, and sometimes six, usually at the most, maybe 7 days a week, and I would start taking a day off, a week from somewhere. So how do you keep that up? I mean, obviously wanting to, have your own station in a couple years is a good motivating factor, but how do you keep up 7 days a week of working?
I don't even think about like what I have planned the next day. I just like tomorrow. I know I have to be at work. I'm just thinking about that. Like I gotta be at work tomorrow. Like even right now, I got off at my first the downtown gas station
Mm-hmm.
at 12. At 5 o'clock, I have to go to a different gas station and manage it till 9 or 10, and then same thing again. 6 in the morning, I gotta wake up, be in downtown. 7 in the morning, 7 to 1, 7 to 2, and then again 5 o'clock. So the only free time I have is like 12 to like 4:30,
Yeah, that
and
is
I just
definitely commendable to keep up that type of schedule.
yeah, and it's been going like this for about well, we just bought this store in downtown on the 1st of October, so I'm managing two gas stations. Been doing that for like almost a whole month, and working at the other gas station before we got this one, it was 7 days a week, almost like 10, 11 hours a
Oh wow.
day. I've been doing that since 2017, 2016 is when they opened up. I've been doing that since 2016, 7 days a week. But
I
I also do have like off days. If I need to go do like a photo shoot, I'll just tell my uncle like this is what I have planned. I'm gonna go do this. Get somebody to cover my shift.
I don't envy that schedule whatsoever. I don't know how much better my own is. You see, it took. Yeah, I forgot when I first contacted you. It had to have been August, I think.
Uh, yeah, I think August is when you first emailed me.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, it did take a little bit to schedule. I think that you agreed to a time, and then I had to change it like a couple hours later.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, yeah, so I was sort of in the same boat. So
yeah.
the agency that you're in, tell us about that.
It's called Page Parks, and it's one of the best agencies in Texas. And I heard Channing Tatum is also he started with this agency as well as Angelina Jolie and a lot of big names that I can't think of right now. But those were the top two names that everybody knows: Channing Tatum and Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I saw a series of big names there, so that was quite impressive.
Hmm.
As someone who
Uh,
wasn't sure that they should be modeling at all in the first place, it seems like you've not only been spotted by those who believe in you, but you're in great company there.
Yeah, they've been good to me so far, and we're also thinking about talking to other agencies in New York and California once this, all this COVID stuff settles down.
Okay. Well, at least for your sake, hopefully it'll settle down a little
Yeah,
bit.
I hope so too. I could really use a big break right now.
Yeah, as someone who's had it already, um, yeah, I think that you probably want to see it go away a little bit more than the rest of us.
Yeah.
And if you had to pick New York or LA, which coast would you take?
Uh, in the winter, probably LA, and then the rest of the year, New York.
So yeah, being in Texas, you're probably not used to the thick layers of clothing and the wind in New York
I am
City.
not. I love dressing up for it, but I just hate the cold. I hate it.
You're like it's nice style wise to have the scarf and all that stuff on for
Yeah.
a couple hours, maybe a few days out of the week.
Hmm.
Every day, every time you go outside,
Yeah,
get lunch or
that
something.
gets overwhelming too much.
Yeah, in being in DC or from DC, I have had enough of my share of snow, and for probably at least the last 6 years or something, I have tried to. I stopped working in the snow. Like at one point came, and I just said enough. I'm just not going to do it. So whatever type of leave or whatever I have to take to not have to go outside and go through this. I think the last snow that I did, I live next to a subway station, and I think I walked next door the morning after a blizzard, and I said, "This is ridiculous. I'm never doing this
And
again."
this was in Washington.
Yeah.
Don't you? But don't you get snow in Vermont?
Oh
Or
no,
you're in
I'm in Virginia,
Virginia, right?
just
It
100
snows a
miles
lot there as
south.
well, right?
It's not as bad. The only snow that I've really had to deal with, it's definitely not as bad. I mean, I've had a foot plus in DC. None of that here. It snowed on the day that I decided to move here, that was really nice. Loading up a truck with furniture, walking up a steel ramp with snow, but
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, I think that I would probably take LA in the winter too, to not have to deal with
But
that
I hear a
weather.
lot of weird people out in LA, so I'm gonna go see that for myself. There's weird people everywhere, but
Yes, this is true. So I know that you said your dad wasn't originally on board. Um, was he the type that decided to share any like worst case modeling scenarios of what could happen? One of those people who takes off across the country and like ends up on the street or whatnot just to try and coerce you from it, or anyone else has anyone else tried to talk
like
you
talk.
out of
Oh
doing
yeah,
that?
oh yeah. A lot of people. Some of them were like people I had to like drop because they like right off the bat they were like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. It's a really tough and it's a cutthroat industry. But I mean, I feel like if you just stay to yourself, stay true to what you want to do in the modeling scene, and I mean, no one's gonna say anything to you. But my dad, he he just wants something that's like for sure going to happen,
Right.
and that you know, like I said, he wanted me to go to college, get a degree, and then get a job. That's for sure. You know, out there, if you get a degree and you get a job, you're safe. Because at the end of the day, you have a degree plus you can use that.
And
But
it's something that's not necessarily for everyone. You
yeah,
know.
he thinks
So
it is if you try, and I
yeah,
did try.
some
Uh,
parents are not as understanding of that. I that I and that I completely understand.
mhm.
As I said, I'm technically on paper continuing until the date that I re-enroll. Understood. But even though you're pretty new, what type of advice would you give to anyone else that's coming into the industry so they don't, make some of these they could save a little time on the, you know,
Honestly,
whatever
just
you sell.
stay true to yourself. That's the only advice I would give to other people. And if you really want to be a model, if you really want to do anything in the entertainment business, just don't give up. And I usually wake up, wanting to give it up, and I just, something tells me it's not time to give up yet, and I feel like something bigger is just gonna like come to me one day, and it's just gonna change my life forever.
No, absolutely. I mean, I was sitting around earlier and I said, this person's pretty new into the industry. And I said, I wonder if, this guy, while he's probably working today, wonders if he has like, multiple people sitting over here like feverishly Googling and asking how to pronounce his name, and things like that. I would say that that's probably a good indication of, of things to come. Not to say that I'm, the one who's going to help in bringing it, but
Hmm.
hopefully, every little bit helps.
Yes, sir. It always does, always, because you never know who's watching, and that's how I feel about Instagram. You never know who's watching. You never know who comes across your page. And I learned that after doing a photo shoot with oh, this is embarrassing. I forgot the photographer. Uh, Damn, I forgot the photographer I worked with.
Sorry.
But I uploaded the pictures onto my Instagram, and one of Beyonce's stylists commented under the picture that I have on my page.
Okay.
And later on, I found out that it was Beyonce's stylist.
Oh,
And
very
that's
nice.
when, yeah, I was kind of starstruck. And
People are always watching. It's just that you
yeah,
never
they are.
know. I'm always, for one, I go through Voyage Houston a lot.
Hmm.
Why I do this, living where I do, across the country. I
Yeah,
don't know, but they've interviewed some very interesting people. I've spoken to, a number of pretty cool people and covered some
yeah.
um, on the site. So I was flipping through, and that was how we came across you. Um,
And I really feel
but yeah,
like Houston or all of Texas is going to be like the next LA, next New York, where everybody's gonna want to come and do something in entertainment. I feel like everything is just gonna move to Texas one day.
I feel that way just from reading
Hmm.
that magazine. I mean,
Hmm.
as far as a region that's covering, or a publication that's covering the entertainment industry in a region, that magazine, for one, it always seems to come up. Either people are mentioning it to me, or it's
Yeah.
coming up in search results, etc. So it probably is.
Because
Although go
it's
ahead.
the most diverse city in the U.S.
I didn't know that.
It is the most. We have all the races you can think of in one city.
Okay.
Like something's bound to happen really soon.
Yeah, and I feel a little jealous just because we interviewed someone a couple days ago who wanted to. He said he wanted to make Petersburg the next entertainment capital. Maybe we'll be like number three. That's okay. I'll let you. I'll let you keep that spot. And I was going to congratulate you on. I was going through your Instagram, and I was going to congratulate you on getting married until I realized that was a photo shoot.
Oh no, yeah. Actually, yeah. One was a photo shoot, and then if you scroll down a little more, one was a fashion show I did for Danny Wynn,
Okay.
and yeah, people thought I got married. And the photo shoot, I showed my mom the pictures with giving her no context, and she just left me
That's
on
funny.
red. She left me on red. She
Really.
waited till I got home, and then she was like, "What is this? What is this?" Oh my god.
Well, your mom is good. If she was able to look at that and not immediately react, then that's.
Oh, she was saving it. She was saving it. She was saving it. I got cussed out so much. I was waiting for her to like let it all out before I tell her it's a photo shoot. just so I can like have my own laughs. Because I kind of asked for it, sending her the
Yeah,
pictures.
you.
I was kind of asking for it too. Just imagine if I brought the model home with her next to me.
No, that would actually been good. That, I don't know if you could pull that same joke twice, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And
I'm
you did just.
spontaneous, so I do a lot of spontaneous things. So I probably will. I'll probably put it on TikTok or something.
Well, okay, now that one will be able to get you noticed.
Hmm.
Yeah, she might not. Yeah, she might not see that one coming. Also, sorry, I heard them. So I know you just recently. Yeah, you just turned 26. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
And what is the saying? I think it's what after 25 it all goes downhill from there.
Yeah, I heard
Have
that before.
you haven't experienced any what quarter life crisis, have you?
Um,
You taking it pretty
so
good?
my birthday was in July, and I got COVID July 1st, like the first week
Oh
of
God.
July. Yeah, so that was kind of it was a scare. I didn't even think I'd make it to 26, to be honest.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Were you able to make up celebrating your birthday at least?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
After I got better, well, me and two of my other friends, we caught it at the same time. So, and we always blame each other because we can't find out who had it first. So we're
Right.
all just blaming each other. Like, you gave me COVID, you gave me COVID, all
I
that.
could imagine.
But yeah, I did get time to celebrate it, and this year I celebrated my birthday after almost 8 9 years because I actually tried to make plans for my birthday. Usually I'm just not really like in the mood to celebrate my birthday, or I just don't have time, and I just like push it to the weekend, and the weekend never comes where I can like
Oh, come
actually
on.
make the time to do something. So yeah, special. This year my birthday was kind of like special.
Oh yeah, you definitely had something to
Yeah,
celebrate this time around.
yeah. But
Now I noticed that. Go ahead.
the like the first week of this month I got colitis, so that's why I'm here at a vegan restaurant to eat healthier.
I see.
Yeah, 'cause I was just eating junk food every single day. I still do, which I shouldn't, but it's
And yet
just
still managed to stay in model shape.
yeah. One of these days, my body's just gonna be like, you know what? We gave you too many chances. It's time to go, bro.
That's all right. So I wanted to know. I know that you described yourself once as being essentially in the um, modeling world, essentially the only stick model. Did I pronounce that correctly, Steve?
Yes, sir. You did.
Okay. Um, do you mind telling us about sharing about that religion? Because I'm not
I'm
as
not really like.
aware.
Uh, well, I can say we're the fifth largest religion in the world,
Okay.
and usually people think we're Muslims because of the turban we wear.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know how else to like talk about my religion right now,
Sorry.
but yeah, we're not like supposed to cut our hair, because it's and our turban is our crown,
Okay.
and I do have a lot of photo shoots with my hair down, and sometimes stylists will come out with scissors, and then I jump from the
Oh,
seat like,
really?
yeah. The first thing I tell a hairstylist is, yeah, no scissors are gonna touch my hair. um,
I'm certain that's one of the biggest selling points.
it's
Your hair, yeah.
it's a money maker. I hope. 'Cause
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
definitely when I'm doing like a photo shoot outside, like on the roads, I definitely do turn some heads.
I believe it. Now, I'm glad to hear that you said that you had decided to cut off the friends who wanted to discourage you from getting into modeling. Because as I said, I'm looking at, I was looking at comments on your Instagram and how people were cheering you on, and you appeared to be kind of bashful through some of it. Um, but yeah, you definitely don't need to have any naysayers around. Before we go, did you have anything else did I ask everything? Anything you think I might have left out?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, any questions you think I might have left out?
No, I think you got it all.
Okay, all right, pretty good. So could you let everyone know how to find you on social media?
Yeah. All of my social media is SomiDoe, SoMiDoe on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I'm on Shaminder Biring, and you can find my name on Instagram or Twitter.
Okay, all right, very good.
Yeah.
And all right, everyone, I haven't done a virtual interview with anyone yet. It's taken, the lag is a little bit of a challenge, and I feel like I'm staring at the calendar and I'm staring at a camera and I can't really see myself. Supposed to be wearing glasses. Maybe I'll do that next time. I
Yeah, this was
promise.
my first. This is my first
Okay.
virtual interview as well.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll have more to come, and hopefully they'll be in person because COVID will be over.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too.
All right, and everyone, I'm promise we're not going to be taking a break like this anymore. As I said, we were doing production through another subsidiary, I guess you could say, um, for the last, I don't know, X number of months. But no more 4-year breaks. And this will be published on practically all of our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And we can be found at popglitz.com. And I will see you all the next time. And thanks for being on as well.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.